T. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Maintain My Flow. How do you maintain your flow? The topic of this episode, how do you relax? Do you always have to have money to relax? It does help, but you don't always necessarily need money to relax. So I'm going to throw some things on the table. I'm Magic D. For those of you that are new to tuning in to Maintain My Flow, we're talking about our overall wellness. Maintaining your flow is a state of being, and that changes sometimes from moment to moment. Sometimes there are longer durations of time, but maintaining your flow is a daily strategy. Sometimes you got to get through it in increments. So today we're talking about, how do you relax? And do you always need money? The answer is no, at least for me. I don't always necessarily need money to relax. Relaxing for me could be trying to eliminate other projects or things that are ideas that I want to work on, and just sitting down for a second, like actually sitting down. No TV, no phone, just sitting down and relaxing. I usually have my go-to hot green tea, but sometimes it's adult beverage of choice. With that being said, adult beverage helps with relaxation. Just as tea, some folks relax with water, pop, coffee, whatever your choice of relaxing. No TV, no entertainment, just quiet. It's free. Listen to a little music. Most of us have phones. Most of us have access to maybe some kind of way to play music, playing some of our jams. A lot of times I come to find that sometimes when listening to the music, depending on where you are in life, when you're maintaining that flow, sometimes when you're hearing songs on the radio, resonate with you a little bit more than other songs. So music is definitely up there for me on how to relax. Most of us are, I'm assuming we're 18 and older. And depending on what state you live in, cannabis, CBD, is a way to relax. Wine, alcoholic beverages, in moderation, is a way to relax. Running, if you're into exercising, bike riding. I love my electric bike, but there are times that I may use it too much. So definitely biking. Walking is a go-to that is free. Mike and Ike, that'll always get you from point A to B. Everybody got that, hopefully. Other ways of relaxing, being creative, painting, sewing, hiking, going for a drive. I love going for a drive. I love discovering new places. There have been many times I've been able to pull over and to a farm stand and grab some fresh produce and support a local farm. Being able to just go to a nearby park. Most areas, if you're not living necessarily out in the country, there are areas, green spaces, where you can just go walk and just sit in the park, sit on the bench, watch the birds, watch the squirrels run around. Going to the library. Going to the library is a great place, not only to read books, but to also meet people. Some libraries, especially one of the libraries that I have access to, there's a bookstore located in the library. So on certain days that bookstore is open, you are able to go in and purchase used books for a very nominal fee. Very cheap. No tariffs on those. Planting is very creative and very relaxing. Gardening is relaxing, something that I love to do. Reading is relaxing. There are so many different things. A lot of people like manual work, working on cars, yard work, painting. It definitely can be relaxing. What relaxes you? How do you maintain your flow? Relaxation doesn't always necessarily have to be physical. Again, it could just be sitting on your back porch. It could just be sitting on the couch. It could just be sitting in a quiet space in your space and just enjoying the moment. But all right, y'all, don't go anywhere. We're going to hear from our sponsor right quick, and then we'll get back into the rest of this episode this week. How do you relax? Headphones are a part of everyday life, at work, on the go, or winding down at home. Now you can add style without losing function. Introducing Jim Jim's decorative accessories that slide onto your headphone cords using a patent-pending fin-lock system. No clips, no glue, just a clean, secure fit. Designed and produced in Kalamazoo, Jim Jim's offer a sleek way for teens and adults to personalize their everyday tech. Learn more or place an order. Email officialjimjims@gmail.com. Jim Jims, your sound deserves to be seen. All right, thank you so much for sticking and staying. Maintain my flow. We're talking about today, how do you relax? And do you always need money to relax? Sometimes you do, but most of the time you don't. It's just about finding creative ways to relax. One of the ways that I've learned and discovered is those massage chairs at the mall. Oh my goodness. Especially the ones that grab your calves. You put your legs, your calves in there, you slide them in, you sit down, and they massage your calves. Oh my goodness. Not all of them work, but if you can get one that massages your calves and gets your back and the neck and all that, then you're doing all right. That is definitely a cheap way to unwind. Is not necessarily the same as a chiropractor. I have experienced that too. But it is definitely a cheaper version, working out some of that tension. There are massage businesses, support local. So at your mall, there may be a therapeutic massage business that you can go as well. And almost as equivalent as sitting in the massage chair at the mall. Lots of things to do to relax. How about just hanging out with a friend or a relative, just kicking it, just chopping it up, just chilling, reminiscing, laughing about the good old days. Maybe it's just about strategizing, what your next move's going to be. Lots of ways to relax. How do you relax? One of the ways that helps me relax, my go-to, is going to be some hot tea. I'm kind of bougie on the tea. So if you want to offer me some, buy me a box, make sure you ask first. Certain brands, don't mess with. They don't help my flow. Don't help me relax. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Let me know how you maintain your flow. How do you relax? Do you spend a lot of money when you're trying to relax? Or how do you relax for free? Another way to relax, a hot shower. Taking a hot shower, oh my goodness. Not too long, because you don't want your bill to go up, but short of going to the hot tub and paying for that short soak, hot shower always helps. Some nice moisturizer afterwards, because this area, the water is hard. All right, y'all, for real, I'm out of here. Until we can get together, you guys, make sure you hit me up right now. Email officialjimjims, official GEMGEMS@gmail.com. So that's officialjimjims@gmail.com. But also check out the YouTube channel. Look up the socials and look up the YouTube channel. You can also be a part of the show. Just hit me up on that Gmail. All right, y'all. Maintain your flow. Peace.